But the one thing that I want to draw interest to is your attention to is the last line. Bob enjoys reading and golf and otherwise in retirement does what he wants, when he wants, and doesn't do anything until he wants.
Folks, are you sure I can go on? Can you hear me without the yellow balloon? This is overwhelming for me. To be a good teacher, you need good material to work with, and you all do best. Scott was answering about doing about Uncle Bob. Yes, I did. At one point, I even considered getting a license tag and saying, UNCBO. But I decided not to do that. I want to thank every one of you for being here today. And the people who organized this and made it possible. It just blows my mind. Well, Rob told me I would be invited to say some things. I didn't have any idea what I might say. But then he said that you might be interested, or at least some of you might be interested, in the influence of my high school director had on my life, and how a kid from Pennsylvania ended up in the state of Georgia. So here goes. Try to make this as brief as possible so not too many of you will fall asleep. My high school band director probably had more influence on my life than anyone else except my parents. He first got me interested, seriously interested in music. He got me into college as a music student. While I was in college, he talked me into singing in a church choir that he was directing. In that choir was a certain tall, red-headed soprano named Eleanor, who has now been my wife for 56 years. When I graduated in University of Chattanooga, Mr. Rushworth was his name. Mr. Rushworth told me he had a letter on his desk from Louisiana State University. They're looking for graduate assistant in the music school. So I went down to LSU and auditioned, got the job, and started on my master's degree. When I finished the master's degree, needless to say, I enlisted in the Air Force, played in the 581st Air Force Band at Mitchell Field in Long Island. Mr. Rushworth learned that they needed a band director in Calhoun, Georgia. He recommended me. I got out of the Air Force and started my teaching career in Calhoun. I was there for 4 years. Then went to Cartersville for 1 year as junior high band director and teaching general music in elementary and junior high. I decided that was not for me. So I was in high school, in summer school at Peabody College, Nashville that summer. Didn't know what I was going to do. And I got word that they needed a band director in Lafayette, Georgia. Here it gets a little bit touchy. So I called Mr. Dykes, who was principal at the time. We talked, and after he checked my references, he sent me a contract to sign and send back. Well, meanwhile, I had interviewed for a job as a brass instructor at the University of Kentucky at Lexington. So I was waiting to hear about that job. Well, I got word that I did not get that job. They already took it there. And so I called Mr. Dykes back. He said, no, I hadn't heard from you, so I hired somebody else to do the job. So, okay, scratch the thing. But about a week later, Mr. Geist called me back again and said the fellow he thought he had hired did not want the job after all. Was I still interested? I signed that contract, shot back, and was manager here for 28 years. I look back at my teaching career as an adventure now. What an adventure. You have highs,